Hello Guardians, welcome back to Right Way Gaming. So today I am bringing you today's weapon vendor roles. We are starting, as you can probably tell from the background view, at the Crucible Quartermaster. So, bit of a heads up, there's two auto rifles this week. The first one is 0 Day Dilemma. Now, this is a great role, I think, in the current patch state. It has reflex and sure shot sight, sure shot all day long. It has focused fire and danger close. Focused fire, without a doubt, is what you want to be using. Mainly because in the current state of the patch, like I mentioned, auto rifles with focused fire seem to be so devastating to use in PvP. And since there's not many out there until this week, I'm really interested to see how these weapons will do in Crucible. It has brace frame and counterbalance, meaning that this thing from the off, the minute you pull that trigger, should fire pretty damn nicely. It should be quite easily to control. Don't get me wrong, it'll still have some sort of kick to it because of the focus fire, but it will definitely be a lot easier to handle than if it didn't have these two perks. Next up we have an half decent B29 party favour, which has quick draw or reflex. I'd use quick draw just to make it a bit snappier when using. Then there's outlaw and life support. Now both are great perks, and I'm seeing this combo quite a lot over the last few weeks. Personally, I'd use outlaw because I like the feel of it, but life support is a very good PvP perk, and I've seen plenty of top players use it. It then has braced frame or feather mag. You know, it's braced frame without doubt in my eyes, just to make this thing handle near enough perfectly. And then it has rangefinder, meaning that when you aim down sights, this thing is going to have a lot more range to it than normal pulse rifles. So yeah, it's not the greatest of pulse rifle roles, but it is most definitely one that is still pretty nice to have. Next up, we are at and over to the Vanguard Quartermaster, who has a second auto rifle that I want to take you through, and also a bit of a quirky sniper rifle. Now, the two auto rifles that you're going to see in this video today, I am going to buy myself, and this weekend I will be doing a review on them, telling you which is the most useful to buy, in case you can't buy both, because you know we can't all grind for those legendary marks every week. So, here we are. First up is the Continental. So this is the second of the auto rifles that we're talking about. It has persistence, perfect balance, and focused fire. I'm not going to talk about the other perks because they're useless. You're not going to use them. So again, it has focused fire just like 0 Day Dilemma does, but this time this gun has different perks. It has perfect balance and persistence. Now, I've not read up on whether persistence affects the sway of the gun or if it's just vertical recoil. But either way, these two perks are going to make this gun handle towards the end of the magazine like a laser beam. And since you're using focused fire, you're not going to run out that quick of the magazine, because it's going to slow down that rate of fire and increase the impact, meaning you're going to hit like a truck. You're not going to run out of bullets that quick since it's got a magazine of 37, whereas the 0 Day Dilemma only has a magazine of 24. So out of the two auto rifles, the one that I'm most looking forward to using is probably this one, even though it doesn't have the sure shot. But the quick draw in my eyes is just as nice to have if you're not bothered about how it's handling when you're firing it. That is it. Like I said, keep an eye out on the channel if you're interested in watching the review on that versus the 0 Day Dilemma. But next up we have a bit of a quirky sniper rifle, like I mentioned, the 7th Sense. It is a low impact, high fire rate sniper rifle. It has short gaze, 10, nice snappy scope, good for short range combat. It has triple tap and life support. Now, life support can be a very good perk on a sniper rifle, mainly because you're going to be getting shot at and you're not going to be pulling that many shots off while they're doing it to you. So if you get that headshot while they're shooting at you, this will trigger that regen and mean that you can go on to the next battle so much quicker. It then has armor piercing rounds and snapshot. You're not going to use anything other than snapshot here because you want to be getting zooming down that scope as quick as possible, and that's what this does. And then lastly, hidden hand. Now, low impact sniper rifles are known for having a really high auto aim as it is. Now with this makes this weapon probably one of the higher aim assist snipers out there, so definitely pick it up if you like low impact sniper rifles, that is. Now last but not leastly, we're going to finish up at Lakshmi 2, mainly because we've only got a month or two left since till Destiny 2 comes out, and we don't want to be missing out in them last 2 months. I know I don't. So if you didn't pick up the deadly vendor role Wormwood before the vendors started changing roles, then this is a near as can be sort of role. It has hidden hand, hand loaded or Zen moment, armor piercing rounds and hip fire with true sight or sure shot. So both of them are great sights. I'd probably use sure shot, but to be honest, whether there's a difference between the two I've never looked into. But I would use hip fire, hand loaded and hidden hand. But the Zen moment is just as good as hand loaded. It just means that you're going to reduce the range, and sidearms are known for being a short range gun, so whether you want it to be a little bit better at range or whether you want it to just handle really nicely is the difference between them two perks. Like I said, personally I'd use the hand loaded and hidden hand because the handling of it doesn't bother me, but it could bother a lot of other people. And that, Guardians, is it from me for this week. Next week we shall see what the vendors bring us, but one thing's for sure, it'll be different. Also guys, I am starting to cover a bit more news about Destiny 2, so look out later on in the week, especially since as of tomorrow IGN are covering a lot of stuff that we haven't seen yet about Destiny 2, such as the social space The Farm. So look out for a video tomorrow/Thursday on that, and look out for the rest of the videos throughout the next fortnight and beyond, because the beta is coming. If you like this video, drop a like, comment below, and don't forget to subscribe. See you out there, Guardians.